Just 10 years ago, this lumbering barrel transporter robot was the height of technological sophistication. Designed to carry anything, provided that it fit into a barrel, these primitive robots paved the way for the Savior's arrival.
I'd had a run-in with this tech all those years ago. I hoped Union City had gone in a more sustainable direction. I'd had a run-in with this tech all those years ago.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
To power our glorious city, we used to use dangerous fuels. These days, we burn our waste and use that to provide all the power our citizens will ever need.
The information droid will be with you shortly. The information droid will be with you shortly.
Life in the Gap has always been primitive. Here we see a typical scene of two fully grown Gaplanders eking out an existence in the harsh wastes of the desert. Note the animal they are about to slaughter, most likely the now extinct quadruped commonly known as a goat. Goats were fierce predators, which were notoriously difficult to trap. Our two models here were clearly top hunters.
I couldn't wait to get out of Union City and return to the Gap, my home, but not without Milo. It was an old fridge. There were strange noises coming from it, as if something was trapped inside. A padlock prevented whatever was inside from getting out.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
This old city refrigeration unit is one of the last known relics of the great gastroenteritis crisis, a particularly dark piece of pre-Joey history. Its seal remains unbroken to preserve its mysteries, and per request of the Ministry of Comfort's janitorial staff. Protect your family with Spankles, the only food replacement guaranteed to be irradiated for your safety and drinking pleasure.
Animatronics and taxidermy, united at last. Thankfully, they'd toned down the bark.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
Meet Spunky, lifelong friend and companion of our benefactor, Danielle Piermont. Spunky was a friend to all low-life citizens and a true symbol of Union City spirit until he was found drowned in a pond at the tender age of 7. Through this exhibit, may his bark be with us always.
The droid had an old interface port at the base. A metal panel was bolted onto the side of the table. The gruesome tendrils pulsed ominously, the product of Link, an experimental fusion of man with computer that had ended in tyranny.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
This organism, found in the depths of the old city, remains one of its greatest mysteries. It was, at one time, theorized that the biomass was the result of a mutated mini knockwurst flushed into the old sewage system. However, numerous court proceedings dictated that this was, in fact, a false statement fabricated by the franchise's competitor, Little Knackers. Whilst its origins are unknown, citizens are assured it represents no threat to our well-being and is displayed here merely as a reminder of the dark ages of our great Union City.
The hand scanner looked broken. I doubted I'd be able to use it anytime soon. The Joey Speaks looked like a gimmick, but I couldn't pass the opportunity to hear my old buddy's voice again. The wiring to the hand scanner had been ripped out. It was never going to work. The wiring to the hand scanner had been ripped out. It was never going to work. The old Link terminal had long since stopped working.
The information droid will be
Link
with
was
you
Union
shortly.
City's original digital curation device. Through terminals such as these, Link was used to control all aspects of citizens' lives. Their tyranny was ended when Savior Joey arrived and took control of the city. Joey replaced Link with our venerated Minos system, dedicated to creating the best city possible in which all citizens can be happy.
A giant holographic map of Union City as it was 10 years ago. If I could get the map to display area E1594, I would find the building where I suspected Graham had met with Leet.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
This holographic map demonstrates the success of the Council in revitalizing Union City according to Joey's guidance. With new Council-approved technology, every citizen can finally look up and see clear blue skies.
The information droid will be with you
This
shortly.
holographic map demonstrates the success of the Council in revitalizing Union City according to Joey's guidance. With new council-approved technology, every citizen can finally look up and see clear blue skies.
The wiring to the hand scanner had been ripped out. It was never going to work. Waving my crowbar around in public wasn't going to achieve anything.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
Joey? Joey, it's me, Foster.
Foster? It is really you?
Hey, old buddy. Boy, am I glad to see...
Let's talk more crowbar, Foster. Or whatever other great idea you have for getting me out of here.
Is that Joey?
Joey, I'm so sorry. I had no idea what they'd done to you.
Yeah, save your apologies for after you've got me out of this.
Everybody, it's an Aspiration Day miracle. Joey's speaking to us.
No, that's not Joey. No way.
Joey, it's really you?
Oh, great. Here we go again.
Joey. Joey had been hooked up to a speaker, forced to perform like some circus act. I couldn't help finding it amusing. There were too many people watching to just smash the glass. A giant holographic map of Union City as it was 10 years ago. If I could get the map to display area E1594, I would find the building where I suspected Graham had met with Leet. A metal panel was bolted onto the side of the table. Warm and throbbing. The link tendrils had been artificially reanimated. Excuse me.
What is it now?
Looks like that Joey Speaks attraction is working again.
I am well aware, son. I thought I made sure that it could never work again.
It's fixed. Is that such a bad thing?
Yes, that's what I mean, son. It's not supposed to talk. I shut him up years ago, and for good reason.
Why has the fridge got a lock on it?
Do I look like an information robot? All I know is that it's locked.
It sounds like there's something alive in there.
I once heard about a terrible creature with big red eyes and a long tail, living in the darkness, waiting.
I hope it's not one of those. Mind if I open the fridge?
And let whatever's inside out? Of course you can't.
See you later.
I'll be watching you.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
Stop this noise! Quiet down! What is the meaning of this? Someone, shut this thing down. Make it stop this disrespectful noise. Quiet down. What is the meaning of this? Someone, shut this thing down. Make it stop this disrespectful noise. Quiet down.
The hand scanner looked broken. I doubted I'd be able to use it anytime soon. It was the original circuit board I'd programmed Joey onto all those years ago. Someone must have retrieved it from that old machine. The one I'd used to create Ken. There were too many people watching to just smash the glass. Excuse me.
What is it now?
Somebody keeps turning Joey back on.
You're telling me? If I catch the little blighter,
What will you do?
I'll show them how we did discipline back in the old days.
Somebody keeps turning Joey back on.
You're telling me? If I catch the little blighter,
See you later.
I'll be watching you.
Joey had been hooked up to a speaker, forced to perform like some circus act. The old link terminal had long since stopped working.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
Quiet down! What is the meaning of this? Someone, shut this thing down. Make it stop this disrespectful noise. Quiet down! What is the meaning of this?
The hand scanner looked broken. I doubted I'd be able to use it anytime soon.
Make it stop this disrespectful noise.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
Stop this noise at once.
There's no...
Everybody out! All right, everyone, stay calm. Make your way to the exit in an orderly manner.
The exhibit was on vermin-prompted lockdown. I had to find a way out without being detected, but not before figuring out where this leak guy was hiding out. Not to mention rescuing Joey. The panel had been covering the table's interface port. An antiquated interface port was built into the side of the table. The droid had an old interface port at the base. It was Joey's original circuit board, the one that I had built myself as a child. I'd recognize my own soldering anywhere. I got you, buddy. I built the circuit board when I was just a kid, and now I had it back. But it was more than just a board. My old pal Joey was on it. The panel had been covering the table's interface port. A giant holographic map of Union City, as it was 10 years ago. If I could get the map to display area E1594, I would find the building where I suspected Graham had met with Leet. An antiquated interface port was built into the side of the table. The droid had an old interface port at the base. Tucked between the old work manuals was the occasional picture of dubious morality. None of it looked to be much use. Programming the Z-80 by Rodney Zacks. The Enemy Within. Debbie does DDoS. RBMK-1000 reactor. Meltdown procedure. Grease my gears. Droid principles. What a waste of time. What a waste of time. An old monitor displayed the maintenance test results for the barrel transporter robot. The text referenced the robot's E-manual. Most of these old maintenance reports didn't look like they'd be much use. Most of these old maintenance reports didn't look like they'd be much use. Most of these old maintenance reports didn't look like they'd be much use. The terminal was displaying a maintenance report for the barrel transportation robot. The old vacuum robot looked familiar.
What year is it?
Oh, relax. You were only unplugged for a moment.
Everything I ever loved is dead. Oh, hey, Foster. You're here too, huh?
Welcome back, Joey.
Is this the best shell you could find?
It was just collecting dust.
You've turned me into a vacuum cleaner, Foster. Again!
It's functional. Don't be ungrateful. And look, someone gave you a cool beanie.
Don't patronize me, Foster.
We'll find you a better shell soon, I promise.
Good. Because this one sucks. And not even efficiently.
Listen, we're in deep trouble.
There's something new. Care to bring me up to speed?
I came here looking for a missing child, Milo. He was kidnapped from my village.
Oh no, Rob, that's terrible.
You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Don't look at me. I've been trapped in that glass prison for years.
What are the capabilities of your current shell?
It's a vacuum bot, Foster. It sucks and it blows. End of.
Don't all these old vacuums have an interface probe?
I was really hoping you'd forgotten that part.
Don't be ashamed. It might come in handy.
I'm not ashamed. It's just cold in here.
If anyone asks, my name is Graham Grundy.
You come up with that yourself?
No. I needed an ID to get inside the city. I got this one from a dead body.
Jeez, Foster. Was it dead when you found it?
Don't worry, Joey. My conscience is clear. I learned about somebody called Leet here in the city. I think he's somehow connected to the kidnapping.
And we're gonna go find him?
That's right. I came here to find out where he hides out.
And to rescue me?
Come on, Joey. That goes without saying. That's everything. Great to have you back, Joey.
The Gap Chaps are back!
We were never called that.
Best friends?
That'll do, Joey. That'll do. Hey, Joey. Got a job for you.
What is it?
Remember that Leet guy I mentioned?
I never forget a thing.
Well, I've tracked him to an area code, E1594. Thing is, that code is part of the old system. It's obsolete.
Cut to it, Foster.
This old map shows the city as it was 10 years ago. The old system. If I can find E1594 on here, it would show me where to find Leet.
Have you seen the size of this thing? That will take you hours.
Exactly. I need you to plug yourself in. I bet you'll find the location in no time.
Give me a moment. Here, Foster. E1594.
Joey, you're a genius. There. That's the building I'm looking for. It's on the industrial level. Home Crescent Recycling Center.
This is where your guy Leet is?
I can't be sure, but it's the best lead I've got.
Okay, Foster. What's the plan now?
We need to get to that recycling center. But first, we need to break out of here without being seen.
Break out. Find Leet. Got it.
Hey, Joey, can you talk to the transporter robot?
What do you mean, talk? I already said...
Your probe, Joey. Probe the robot.
Go probe yourself, Foster.
If you could give the transporter just enough juice...
Please. Let's not call it juice.
Whatever. Just see if you can get it started.
Okay. But would you mind looking the other way?
Of course. You almost done?
Don't look!
Sorry. It's, not doing anything.
You don't say, Foster. It's been wiped clean. Decommissioned. Murdered. We need to give it new protocols.
Do you think you could do that?
Of course I could. I just need to know how the system works first.
I'll have another look around.
Union City is smaller than I thought. What's the scale on this thing?
Look, Joey. A work report for that barrel robot. And it comes with a maintenance e-manual.
How fascinating.
Do you think this would help you reprogram that old thing?
Well, sure, if you can find a way for me to read it. That terminal clearly wasn't built for vacuum bots.
The droid had an old interface port at the base. Hey, Joey. See that transporter robot? What does it do?
Don't you remember? It transports stuff on a fixed route.
Maybe we can talk to it.
Talk to it. It's not clever like me. It just follows its programmed route. You think we can use it to get out of here?
I don't know yet.
Maybe I should probe it.
Anything here you'd like to plug into?
What do you mean, Foster?
That probe of yours. It might be our only way out of here.
Listen, if you find something useful, I'll maybe consider giving it the old Joey one too.
Any ideas on getting us out of here, Joey?
We could sneak out in that barrel transporter robot. I just need to figure out how it works.
You can reprogram it?
Yes, Foster. That's the easy part. But it's old tech. Even older than you. There must be a manual around here somewhere.
Now, to get back to escaping.
Make it quick. I've seen enough of this place to last a lifetime. Where can a guy get a coffee and a lube job around here?
A section of the expanded map showed the tracked location of Songbird's toy, Bilby. Home Crescent Recycling Center, in the industrial level. Joey, can you read this barrel robot maintenance manual?
Do you see a slot for my probe? Do you? No, you don't. So I can't read it.
The exhibit was on vermin-prompted lockdown.
Nothing ages worse over 10 years than link systems, by the look of things. Except maybe you, Foster. Can you believe they used to travel like this, Foster?
Hey, Joey. Any luck reprogramming that transporter robot?
I'm not like you humans, Rob. I can't just stick it in and wiggle it around until something happens. Maybe you can find a digital manual around here somewhere. I can see my house from here. You know what they call Gaplanders here, Foster?
I don't think I want to know.
You're probably right. I'll keep it to myself.
That old stuff was always the best.
Even I can smell that.
You can?
Well, no.
The inside of the fridge looked disgusting. It smelled even worse.
I wonder if dogs can swim. nuclear power. That's archaic.
The panel had been covering the table's interface port. The exhibit was on vermin-prompted lockdown.
I love the dizzying heights of the spires on this map. Not that I can see much else.
Try giving this a look, Joey.
I hope you're not wasting my time, Foster. Interesting. Very interesting. It's just a stupid map of the old city, Rob. How's that supposed to help us escape?
Hey, Joey. How's the shell, Joey?
It's old, cranky, and it itches.
Suck it up, Joey.
You have a nice day too, Foster.
That shell suits you, Joey.
Get lost, Foster. Wait, find me a new shell, then get lost.
Only if it shuts you up. Any chance we could hook your board up to the vermin robot?
That vermin robot is entirely Minos technology.
Is there a big difference?
Well, you know how when you plug me into a port, there's a right side up and an upside down way? They changed the ports in Minos so you can plug it in either way.
Revolutionary.
Yeah, but it does mean you can't just plug your headphones in anymore.
What were you doing in that exhibit, Joey?
I was on a journey of self-reflection.
Really? What did you learn?
I counted 2,147,483,647 sheep.
Careful, Joey. You'll max out your memory. Why was the exhibit deactivated?
Let's just say that some people couldn't handle the truth.
Humans don't like their ideas being challenged.
They also have no appreciation of good singing.
We need to figure a way out of here.
What do you mean?
We can't just walk out, not with the museum on high alert.
That's right. A priceless artifact has been stolen.
Really, Joey? Priceless?
You can't put a price on friendship, Foster.
Do you think any of this junk could help us out?
It wouldn't be the first time.
Can you help us escape, Joey?
I don't know. This old tin soldier might have a few tricks up its sleeve.
You got a welder in that thing?
Better. My probe.
Now, to get back to escaping.
Make it quick.
Joey, my oldest friend. My partner in crime. A real pain in the butt. I'd missed him.
What are you looking at, Foster? We have work to do.
How about a snack?
I don't touch that human stuff.
The exhibit was on vermin-prompted lockdown. Most of these old maintenance reports didn't look like they'd be much use. The holographic table now projected the schematics for the barrel transportation robot. Try giving this a look, Joey.
I hope you're not wasting my time, Foster. Interesting. Very interesting. Ah, this is exactly what I need to reprogram that barrel robot. You're welcome, by the way.
For what? I'm the one who found them in the first place.
Yeah, but can you read them? You're welcome.
Go reprogram the robot, please.
What do you want it to do?
Let's get out of here. We need somewhere hidden outside this room.
Toilets?
Toilets. Try and aim for the men's room, Joey.
Whatever. And that's done. Let's never speak of this again.
So what now?
Well, are you ready to go?
Not yet. Still need to take care of a few things.
No hurry. It's not like I've been sitting around for donkey's years.
Is there somewhere in particular you need to be right now?
Yes, Foster. It's a little island called Anywhere But Here.
Joey, can you read this barrel robot maintenance?
Do you see a slot?
The terminal was displaying a maintenance report for the barrel transportation robot. I'd need to find a better way to display the information if Joey was to make any sense of it. Joey, can you read this barrel
Do you see a slot for my probe? Do you? No, you don't. So I can't read it.
Slight recollection? The barrel was just large enough to squeeze into.